Medieval Misadventures, Episode 4, A Tale of Trucks. This is an outrage. Those engines have no right to ruin my plans to use the wheel of power for my evil deeds, and then they think they can just get away with knocking my chassis off and using me as a coal bin now here at the dirty coaling plant. This is outrageous. They can't do this to me. Good grief, how long has he been sitting there complaining? 2 weeks. Every engine in the kingdom of Sodor and the other kingdom and anywhere else knows that trucks are nothing but trouble. They believe that trucks are boring, troublesome. But only engines like Victor, Proteus, and Lady, and a couple other engines, know that not all trucks are born troublesome, and this is the story of a group of trucks that weren't troublesome. This all happened long before Diesel the Black Wizard tried to take over the other kingdom. In fact, this happened before Diesel worked for Diesel 10 and before Prince Paxton was born. At the time, there were only 5 trucks with faces. There had actually been more than 5, but you'll learn about that a little later. So the 5 troublesome trucks were named Dread, Fungus, Wreck, Brick, and Junk. Dread was the leader of the 5, and Fungus was his right-hand truck. Brick, Junk, and Wreck may look dumb, but they could pack quite a punch. Frankie, I need you to collect some supplies and parts from the steelworks and take them to the steamworks. Proteus and Lady need them to make a new tank engine and some trucks. Don't worry, Diesel 10, you can count on me. So Frankie collected the trucks and set off for the steamworks. She had a long way to go. It was hot and Frankie wanted to go fast so she wouldn't be late, and so she could get out of the heat faster. But her speed plus the heat was too much for her engine, and she overheated on the Vicarstown Bridge. Oh botheration. Not here, not now. Frankie was stuck and now the bridge couldn't open. Bulstrode had to wait and he didn't like it one bit. I'm so bored and late too. Sorry, Bulstrode. At last, Victor arrived to collect Frankie and her train. The parts were soon delivered to the steamworks, and Victor and Kevin quickly got to work on the new tank engine and the trucks. While this was happening, Frankie was being repaired, and Proteus and Lady came to talk to her. I'm sorry I was late, said Frankie. As long as the parts made it safely, that's all that matters, said Proteus. But we can't afford for more late trains if engines like you break down, said Lady. We need a way to keep the trains moving even if there's trouble on the tracks. And I know just what to do, said Proteus. A few days later, the new tank engine was completed. A bunch of engines gathered at the steamworks to see it. The tank engine was blue and had the number 1 on its sides. Everyone, meet Thomas, said Lady. The engines tooted their whistles happily for the new tank engine, Thomas. Once they were done, Victor spoke up. Now then, Kevin and I didn't have enough parts, and some weren't even the right ones. So as a result, Thomas is not going to have enough strength to pull or push trains on its own. More parts will come soon, but in the meantime, another engine will have to assist him with his work. And And that engine will be you, Frankie, said Lady. Frankie was surprised at her new job, but didn't complain. She and Thomas were soon put to work, and she enjoyed helping the new little tank engine. The next day, Thomas and Frankie brought some paint to the steamworks. You're just in time to see the new trucks, said Kevin. I'm not interested in seeing new troublesome trucks. But these trucks are the complete opposite of troublesome. I don't know why or how, but once the last part was put in place, the trucks greeted me and Victor with a smile and said, "Good day, friends." Huh, this I gotta see. Oh, let me tell you this now. The blue and orange boxcar has quite the outdoor voice, and an outdoor voice only. Just then, Victor pulled the new trucks out of the steamworks. Everyone, meet Harry, Wallace, Wally, Mario, and Sonic. Hello. Hello. Did you five really say good day, friends, to Victor and Kevin? Yeah. It'd be rude not to. Yeah, what he said. Sonic, keep your voice down. I'm trying to sleep. Just then, Proteus arrived with a truck full of gold. Hello everyone, I'm here to present you all with a solution. A solution for what? Asked James. Well, let's say Frankie's delivering the rest of Thomas's parts. The parts have to get here by evening, but she overheats. Rather than wait for another engine to come help, her trucks can use this gold dust to help them move and get her to her destination. This gold dust works like an engine's sandboxes. The trucks can drop it on their wheels to help them move on their own. This will help prevent confusion and delay. I don't know if it's wise to let trucks use this stuff. Trucks like Dredd and his cronies, no. But these kind and helpful trucks, I'm sure we can trust them. Really? Said Wally. We get the honor of using this magical gold dust? You must promise that you'll use this to help in case an engine's broken down or maybe derailed, and not use it to roam around as you please and cause havoc. Oh, we would never do that. We will make sure to use it wisely, and not for not good stuff. You have our word, said Sonic loudly. The 5 new trucks were as good as their word. They behaved themselves all day, and only one engine broke down. Unfortunately, that engine was Frankie. Oh, come on, not again, she moaned. Never mind, Frankie. We'll get you to the works as soon as we can. Huh? What? Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, here goes nothing. The trucks dropped some gold dust under their wheels, and slowly but surely, they pushed Thomas and pulled Frankie up the line. They soon made it to the steamworks, where the trucks were supposed to be delivered. Thank you, said Frankie. Thank you, trucks, said Thomas. Don't mention it. Happy to help, said Harry. Good first day, said Proteus. I can tell you trucks are going to be a great help, unlike Dredd and his gang. You 5 are destined to do great things, said Frankie. Harry and his friends were touched by Proteus and Frankie's kind words. That night they were taken to Vigorstown goods yard, where they were each put in a siding and they soon fell asleep. Well, Harry, Wallace, Wally, and Sonic fell asleep. Mario was wide awake. It's safe to say he's nocturnal. A few hours later, Dredd and his friends were shunted into a nearby siding. Don't get too comfortable, you miserable lot. Percy will be coming to pick you up soon. And Donald puffed away. It's not fair, said Dredd. Yeah, said Fungus. Those engines have no right to scrap half of our gang and use their remains to make those goody-goody trucks over there, as well as that new tank engine, Thomas. And they won't let us use that gold dust, said Brick. This is an outrage. Those engines have crossed the line, said Dredd. I say that we teach them a lesson. But what are we going to do? Asked Junk. Well, said Dredd, Percy's route will take us past the siding where that gold dust truck is. We'll try to take the gold dust, and if we succeed, we'll launch an attack on the works at dawn. The trucks agreed to the plan. Soon Percy arrived and took the trucks down the line. They soon passed the siding where the gold dust truck was. They then came to a hill. Now, cried Dredd. And the trucks bumped Percy off the top of the hill, and they ran back down. They reached the siding and they crashed into the truck, sending gold dust everywhere. Good. Now we hide away until dawn, and Fungus, you have the job of doing away with Frankie and that #1 tank engine. Thomas was made from the parts of my friends, and Frankie delivered those parts, so I want you, Fungus, to make sure they die. Right, said Fungus. And the trucks went away to hide. The next morning, as the sun began to rise, Dredd and his friends peeked over the hill before the works. Slowly but surely, they made their way down towards the main building. The old rails creaked and groaned under their wheels. Rocky, the breakdown crane, was sleeping in a siding by the building. He heard the creaking rails and woke up. He could see the trucks approaching fast. What's that? Uh-oh. Guys, wake up! Runaway trucks! Victor, Kevin, and a few of the other engines woke up, and they hurried out the sheds. Just as they turned onto the main line, Dredd came up and rammed Lady off the rails and right into Kevin. While Dredd and the boxcars were attacking the engines, Fungus snuck towards the shed where Thomas and Frankie were still sleeping. Oh, wait, what should I do? Suddenly, Wreck pushed Victor into the side of the shed. A stack of crates on the other side of the wall tipped over and landed on Fungus. Ouch! Oh! Frankie woke up, and the second she did, she immediately rushed out of the way as Fungus charged and smacked into the wall. Ouch! Frankie pushed Thomas outside, and they saw the battle going on. What's going on? Said Thomas, who was still trying to wake up. We gotta get you out of here and somewhere safe, said Frankie. Frankie pushed Thomas away as fast as she could. Fungus chased after her. Help! Cried Frankie as she raced away. Proteus saw the danger and tried to follow them, but Brick blocked the T-switch, and while Proteus was still on the points, Dread knocked him off the tracks. Take that, said Dread. Where are we going? Why are we going so fast? You can run, but you can't hide. Up ahead lay Vigorstown Goods Yard. Harry and his friends were starting to wake up while Mario was starting to go to sleep. Go away, you obnoxious oil tanker, shouted Frankie. I have orders to eliminate you two, and I will follow those orders. Frankie's in trouble, said Harry, and so is Thomas. We have to help them, said Wally. The trucks poured gold dust under their wheels and chased after Fungus. Can it wait just a few minutes, said Mario. Now, Mario, shouted Sonic. Fine. Mario, this way! Oh, I'm coming. Frankie was in such a hurry that she missed a red signal. The points up ahead were jammed and were set towards a broken bridge. Thomas turned the bend and ran into a stop sign, and then another. Ow, ow! Oh no, stop Frankie, shouted Harry. Frankie, stop! That track isn't safe, shouted Wallace. But Frankie was too far ahead to hear the trucks, but she could soon hear the roaring river and realized she was heading for trouble. She wasn't coupled to Thomas, so if she braked, Thomas would only continue on and fall off the bridge. So she sped up in hopes of jumping the gap. Where's the bridge? Asked Thomas. Brace yourself, little tank engine. We're going for it. What? Frankie shut her eyes as she and Thomas raced off the end of the track, and they barely made it safely onto the other side. We made it. We're safe, said Frankie. But Frankie had spoken too soon. The support underneath her collapsed, and she and Thomas slid backwards and into the rushing river. Fungus quickly came to a stop, and watched Thomas and Frankie disappear down the river. Well, they're dead. Mission accomplished. Harry had seen everything. He and his friends hid behind a building until Fungus had passed. Once Fungus was gone, they raced onto the bridge. Harry looked around desperately. Where are they? Where are they? Can you see them? Asked Mario. No, they must have been swept away by the current. Well, now what? Suddenly, the track underneath Harry broke without any warning, and Harry fell into the river below. Luckily, the rails stayed underneath him, so he had a raft to stay afloat on. Harry! Cried Sonic. That river goes out to sea close to the search and rescue center. If we hurry, we can alert that helicopter and that lifeboat. We might be able to save him before he drifts out to sea. So the good trucks hurried away,